Let's just say I'm glad I don't live in Oklahoma. A retired tornado chaser and meteorologist is persuaded to return to Oklahoma to work with a new team and new technologies. Lee Isaac Chung, who directed one of my favorite movies in recent years, Minari, is here to direct Twisters, and once I knew he was attached to this project, my expectations and my excitement just skyrocketed. Chung's ability to infuse heart into his characters and make us care about their journeys shines through, even in a natural disaster blockbuster like this. Despite a somewhat predictable opening, he successfully engages the audience with a film that is quite entertaining. And when I say predictable, you know those characters that show up in a film and you know exactly what they are intended for by the first shot, literally the first shot, especially for one particular character, you know exactly what their purpose is. Yeah, it's all over that in the first 5-10 minutes. And when I use that word predictable, I don't want to necessarily say it's this huge negative. It's more about execution. You can see something coming, but if you are still entertained and you are in awe and you are somewhat moved with what's happening, that's all that matters. And Lee Isaac Chung does that with the story that follows Kate, played by Daisy Edgar-Jones, who returns to Oklahoma to assist her friend. Along the way, she crosses paths with Glen Powell. And this is where the comedy kicks in, especially with Tyler's team members that are introduced. Their interactions bring a much-needed energy to the film. Speaking of characters being introduced, I had no idea that David Corenswet, aka the new Superman, was going to be in this film. He plays actually a pretty decent role. It's not just some little 5 to 10 minute appearance. No, he is a presence felt throughout the film, and I'm not going to say he's the best part, but he did a really good job with what he was given. Now let's address the main attraction for a film like this. The tornadoes. Do they bring the damage? Oh yes. Yes, they do. The film maintains a brisk pace, moving from one storm to the next with characters that are both engaging and worth caring about. The special effects are impressive, combining CGI and practical sets that show the aftermath of the tornadoes passing through these towns. It's quite impressive, and by the time you get to the final tornado sequence, that moment, it is riveting. These elements create numerous heart-pounding scenes as the tornadoes cross the characters' paths. The hugest standout, though, to me, is the chemistry between Kate and Tyler, Daisy Edgar-Jones, Glen Powell. These two characters would not work if it wasn't for the great performances between Daisy Edgar-Jones and Glen Powell. And I just gotta say, Glen Powell is a Hollywood star. He has all the makings of just a big blockbuster action hero. He's a drama person. He's a comedy person. He's got all the chops, and he proves it yet again in this film. Their back and forth tornado chasing and different approaches to studying these storms lead to many thrilling scenes. This dynamic also approaches a topic that is so near and dear to my heart. You never judge a book by its cover. Kate starts to see another side of the people she's working with, especially Tyler, who emerges as a man for the people, contrasting with the governor who pretends to be but is really all about the profit. The film subtly critiques the exploitation of people's tragedies for profit, even as it showcases the destructive power of tornadoes in Oklahoma. There's an ironic self-awareness here as the movie itself profits from these depictions. I don't know, it just felt kind of a little bit weird. It's like saying, hey, we need to be better, but money. Also, the overuse of music makes sense because of the type of story that we are in. We are literally with men and women who are in big trucks chasing tornadoes. What kind of music do you expect them to listen to while doing that? Bach? Overall, Twisters is a throwback to simpler times of summer blockbusters featuring complex characters facing extraordinary challenges. The CGI here is used effectively, enhancing the tension rather than detracting from it. And if you're in the mood for a well-crafted disaster film with characters that you can genuinely root for, well, Twisters is worth chasing. 7.5 out of 10. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this review. It really means a lot. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and also don't forget to be blessed.